lesson 3 of this first module, where we're going to look at what I've called more than one AdWords. We're going to take a look through the different types of advertising options available in AdWords, just to give you an awareness and an understanding of what we're actually talking about when we talk about AdWords and what it encompasses, because it's a lot more than you probably might realise at this point. Before we do that, a quick recap of the last session, which is essentially a very brief history of AdWords and just a recognition. We are targeting the biggest digital advertising platform in the world. It is the most successful by a country mile. Facebook is trying hard, but it's nowhere close yet and will be a long time before it catches up. So that said, let's move on. Now, on the screen now you can see a screenshot of a Google search page. That is the Google search network, and that is what most people think of when they think about Google AdWords. The sponsored results you can see that are highlighted with the word ad at the start of the image, the top 3 results on the top center and left of the page, and all down the right hand side. That's Google search. That's what most people think of is AdWords. That search network is best generally for lead generation and for making sales online. You're aiming your ads at people looking for solutions for a problem. That's why it's been so brilliantly effective and grown so well. It's people trying to solve a problem and your ad being the answer. But that's far from all there is to AdWords. There is also within AdWords what's called the Google Display Network, which, as you can see, highlighted with the red boxes, is adverts that are banners typically, but it can be text or even video, shown on other people's websites. So these are websites that show banners and text ads, and it includes some Google properties such as Blogger and several others, but it includes many websites that are not owned or have anything to do with Google. So you or I could set up a website today and open up what's called a Google AdSense account, and using that account we could show these kind of ads on our website, and we would take a revenue share with Google, so that every time someone clicks an ad, I, as the website owner, get a small percentage of that revenue. It used to be a viable income stream for businesses. Now, unless you have an incredible amount of traffic, it's not particularly viable, and there are far better options available for you to monetize your website. That said, it is so big, the network, that it reaches, according to Google, 90% of worldwide internet users. That's a phenomenal statistic. 90% of worldwide users. You can guarantee that if you want to reach somebody on the display network, you can do it. In terms of what it's best for, display is not as effective for solving immediate problems and generating immediate buyers. It can, and there are some people who do some really good job in making it achieve that. But it tends to be better for branding. If you've got a branding offer, you want to get your logos and your offers out to your audience, raise awareness over a period of time, great. If you've got something really eye-catching, something visual, for example, we find in some of our cosmetic surgery clients, those banner ads, because they're image focused, work really well. So if you've got something that works particularly good as an image, you can do well on the display network. If you've got free offers, free trials, again, can work brilliantly on display. So it's these things that are interrupting, that are disruptive, that are eye-catching, that will work. We've run some really successful campaigns in automotive and insurance on display, but they did it by being disruptive. You can't run generic, boring display ads and expect to see a result. It really needs a lot of thought and effort. Now I want to talk about remarketing and clarify. Remarketing is also known as retargeting. You will hear those two words used almost interchangeably, sometimes by me. I tend to change from one to the other. Remarketing is technically a type of display, and everything I'm going to show you now is in some way considered display. Remarketing is a type of display ad that shows ads only to people who have previously visited your website. So when they visit your website the first time, you place a piece of code that's on your website that gets tracked in their browser, and it allows you to show ads specifically to that person. You're not targeting by keyword or by a demographic or by a behavior. Their identifying characteristic is they have been to your website. And you can show them those remarketing ads for up to 540 days after their visit. It's a remarkable, huge opportunity for ongoing engagement with your prospects and your clients. It can be used for both. It can be incredibly effective. So we're going to talk about remarketing later in the training. It's super powerful. I love it. It's brilliant. But it is part of Google Display Network. YouTube. YouTube is currently where the cool kids are at. That's where within the Google network, there are seeing some interesting growth opportunities and some fantastic things happening. So YouTube, you can show ads on YouTube. You can show them in videos, before videos, alongside videos. There are lots of different places within YouTube you can show ads and lots of different types of ad. If you want to show a product demo, show what's called a pre-roll ad, which will run before the video that the user has chosen to watch. You can run an ad in the video within some form of a text ad or alongside it. You can do lots of different things. It's really good if you've got something engaging, something interesting, something that benefits from a demo, or that's a little bit eye-catching. YouTube's a great place, and at the moment it's extremely cheap. So it's one to keep an eye on. You can also do in-app advertising. In-app, everybody with a smartphone will be using probably dozens of different apps. And on those apps, you can buy and sell display ads. So it's part of the Google Display Network. It's a type of display. So it shows banner ads generally. As you can see at the bottom of this image on the screen now, where it says Young Driver Insurance, you can see that coming from, that's actually a map of the London Tube Underground network. At the bottom of there, we're seeing an ad for insurance. It's called in-app ad. It works on both Android and iOS, so don't think just because it's Google, it's Android only. It's not. It's great for, in particular, if you're selling mobile device applications, so you're selling games or other apps, a great way to go. In terms of this training course, our focus is on the search network and on remarketing. What we want to be focusing in this training is bringing highly targeted visitors who have a demand for your product and service, bringing them to your website, converting them into customers, and remarketing and engaging with them during their buying process and possibly beyond. That's where we're going to spend our time. We will touch on display. We're not going to touch on YouTube. But as we go through this program, that's where we're going to be spending the remainder of our time. So when we're thinking about Google AdWords, that's where we are. Search network and remarketing. No exercise for this lesson, so I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.